Tamani came to me and told me that he was opening up his own shop. So I'm like, yo, I want to come work at your shop. He knew I was gonna come work with him because I was previously with him at Get Faded. Then I was with him at Mr. J's. So he opened up his shop. All right, cool. So then I ended up going over on Bailey and Walden to a shop called Kevin's Golden Touch. Come to find out, it wasn't Tamani's shop. It was Kevin's shop. And Kevin actually still comes to the barbershop to this day. So shout out to Kev. Kev comes to Fade and Florida. You know what I mean now. So end up working at Kev's shop. And that's when things went downhill. Because I had already had a significant amount of cash flow coming in at Mr. J's because I was there by myself. So going over from Genesee to Bailey and Walden, where, you know, that wasn't really my stomping grounds. Like, Mr. J's was kind of close to my hood, so I could just, you know, pull from there. And people knew me from Get Faded, so I could pull from that. But going over there, even though it was like, you know, some blocks, like it was more east toward, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's over there? I don't know if you know that area, but it's Bailey and Walden anyway. So I went over that way, and man, it's just quiet for me. I struggled so hard that I ended up having to get a job.
Oh, you didn't turn to the streets? Yeah.
Not immediately, no. So then I got a job, and then I was working at Burlington Coat Factory, and I was there for like maybe 3 months. I was working there, hated it. It was cashier, hated it. It was trash. And then I ended up quitting. I was like, man, I work, bust my ass, get that check, and just feel like I was barely making it. I no longer lived upstairs from Mr. J's at the time. I ended up moving out of that building shortly after the shop went down. And Kev had an apartment. I moved in there. And so Kev was my landlord and the shop owner at the time. But I couldn't afford it. Like, it was slow. The shop was slow. Like, you know what I mean? So between booth rent and paying him rent, like, it just wasn't adding up. So I had to get that job. And the job was trash. So I took my last check. Well, I figured like I could make this check, you know, at the barbershop if I really apply myself. And I ended up taking that last check and getting a £1/4. So that's when things really just started to, like, I kind of got like that real life, that like a real taste of real man life. You know what I mean? Just being out here in the world, because I couldn't pay the bills. The shop really wasn't working for me. This job wasn't really working for me. And I was just like, man, I'm going to just slang out the shop or wherever, you know, however. I know a bunch of smokers, I could get it. So that money started coming in. Started, you know, putting rims on my car, beats in my car, stuff like that. And then I ended up getting carjacked. I caught a case, I burnt the house down. For those that don't know that, they stole my car, burnt their house down. And I went to jail for 3 years.
So you weren't even licensed before?
No, I didn't have a license before I went to jail. I didn't have a barber license. And they don't even allow you to get in jail. It's supposed to be a correctional facility, but they didn't correct shit. I had to correct it on my own. If I didn't sit in there and read books and get wise, then I wouldn't be where the fuck I am. I'd still be a fucking loser in the streets.
So, did you cut people's hair in jail?
Yeah, I did. At my first spot, I did.
How do you do
passed
that?
the vape?
Do they allow you?
Yeah, they had barbershops in jail.
Oh, okay. Do you have to like qualify to use a razor or trimmer?
No, I ain't letting you use no razor in there.
Yeah. So how do you get your hands on trimmers?
No, they had trimmers. They had like clippers and trimmers in there. They
have like a designated barbershop.
Yeah. It was like a barbershop.
Oh, so do you have to qualify to work there? Like, do you get paid to work there? Like, people.
Yeah, you get paid. You get paid. The state pay you. It's like when you go to jail, the state pays you by the hour. It's like some cents, like 15 cents an hour or some shit like that.
When you do stuff like that?
Yeah, when you work them type of jobs, like you get like, I don't even remember, to be honest with you, because like whatever it wasn't enough to live. I had to cut hair in the dorm. I had to order some clippers and cut hair in the dorm to really make some real money. But you don't make literally money. What happens is you do something for somebody and then you tell them what you want from the store, from commissary. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was doing. And actually, that's how I got into my first fight in jail, because somebody didn't pay me for a haircut. I let this dude rock for like 3 commissaries, man. So we ended up getting it shaken with the dude over 1 stamp. Everybody got mad at me because I fought this dude over a haircut. And I'm like, ain't that what I'm supposed to do? I was supposed to fight somebody that's, disrespecting me. But they like, nah, we need you to be in here to cut us. So if it's a problem, let somebody know, and then, we'll figure it out. Because if you leave, then we fucked up. So then I realized, like, I didn't know how much power I had until that time, as the barber. So that's when I figured, like, well, man, I know how to hustle. I'm going to open up a store. So the way the store works is I went to commissary. I spent, everything I had on, like, honey buns, cigarettes, cookies, ramen, noodles, Black and Milds, that type of thing. And what I would do is give, 2 for 1. So I give you 1. When you go to the store, you give me 2. So then it's just multiplying up. And then once I got it up, I wasn't able to, I didn't have to go to Chow. I didn't have to go to Chow. I didn't even have to go to the store because I was Chow, Chow, C-H-O-W, Chow.
Chow?
Yeah, Chow. That's what they call it when you go eat. It's called Chow.
Oh, it's like the dining hall.
The mess hall.
Oh.
So I don't want to spend too much time on jail. You know what I mean? This the barber stuff. So anyway, I was able to open up a store. I was cutting hair. I was good in jail. 1 fight, and nobody never violated me. Nobody never ever violated me ever. So
after that first time.
I mean, I wouldn't even call that a violation, but whatever. It was just a stamp. But I got mine in blood, so it is what it is. A stamp, a postage stamp. I only charged this dude 1 stamp.
Oh.
And he wasn't trying to pay me.
Oh.
1 stamp. Like, I took that, like, see, and this is why.
What, like 5 cents?
That time was like 37 cents. Come on now. This was 2003 and 4. So, that's why I be feeling the way I feel when people do stuff. Like, I take it personal. Like, it's not the stamp. Mm-hmm. It's you feel like I did something for you. But you felt like you shouldn't, you ain't had to pay me. Mm-hmm. So that was how that went. Mm-hmm. Anyway, come home in 06. And went back in the barbershop. Didn't have a license. That's when I got my apprentice license. I went over to Urban Cuts, West Side, Grant Street. And that was good. It was good. I was able to get right back in the mix of things as far as cutting, you know what I'm saying?
So you just went straight back to the barbershop? No other shenanigans?
Same day I came home. I went to the barbershop.